here are some tips for the CQC Fit Persons interview. So I'm going to give 3. My first tip would just be the typical generic advice for any interview, which would be to be confident, to have good communication skills, good eye contact. Depending on the inspector you have, they will allow you to have notes. Some inspectors are funny though. Some inspectors might not allow you to have notes. It really does depend on the inspector. But a lot of inspectors will allow you to have notes. That doesn't mean that you should be looking down on your notes like this. I think to be compliant would be, no, that wouldn't be right. You know, still an element of maintaining that eye contact, maintaining the positive and confident body language would really communicate well to the CQC that you are a fit person. Number 2, using the correct terminology. I think it's very obvious when someone has not revised, someone has not really had a good understanding of what the CQC standard is based on the way they talk. In every industry, there's going to be certain jargon or certain terminology that's specific to that industry, and I think certain words and phrases you're going to hear quite a lot. So safeguarding, obviously, compliance, key lines of inquiry, autonomy. These are the kind of words that you're probably going to hear quite a bit, and so utilizing those words showcases that you have an understanding of what you're talking about. 3, last but not least, I would say, you know, a lot of people obviously pay people to do the application process for them, which I'm not mad at because people pay me to do the same thing. But I always stress that it's important you know what is in your own application, right? That's why I refuse to do people's mission statement and people's business plan, because I just find it incredibly disingenuous. You should do that because it's coming from your heart, it's your ethos, it's your mind, it's your dreams, it's your ambitions. And what I find is when someone does the application process for someone, they tend not to read what's in there, which is bizarre, right? They tend not to read what they put in their own application, or what whoever did the application process for them did put in their application. They don't know their own policies and procedures. They don't know anything. They kind of just winged it up until the interview, which is bizarre because you're the one that's going to sit the interview, because they're going to check your ID in the beginning of the interview to ensure that it's you, right? So unless you're going to get another registered manager, if you're sitting the interview, you ought to know what's in your own application. You ought to know what's in your own business plan, because it's you that they're going to test on it. So I would say, even if you're going to solicit someone's help, please do your own research as well. Please liaise with the person that you're working with so that you can be on the same page, so that your visions are aligned. Because whether you like it or not, you are going to be questioned on the things that you put in your application. So you have to know it, guys. But yeah, those are my tips for the Fit Persons interview.